Hi Uzma and Uzma's brother. Here's a view of Cader Idris from the place called Minffordd. Minffordd is down here, Minffordd, and there is a hotel just down there, and I'll look that up in a minute. And the walk from Minffordd comes up steeply up here through a wooded valley. That's quite a puffing walk, and then this is just a gentle walk, and here is the most amazing what's called Cwm Lake. And there's quite a nice walk just around the Cwm Lake. It's quite difficult around the back end here. But anyway, if you want to carry on up Cader, then you come up here, and we need to take a little bit of care to make sure you come up the right way there. But it's not too difficult to find. And then once you're up onto this ridge, it's blatantly obvious which way to go. There is only one way. Here, this goes over quite a ridge, and then, oh, didn't mean to do that, down again, and then follows up on this ridge here up to the top of Cader, and then the best way down is just back round the same way and back down again. So I'll have a little bit of a look. I'm very good at doing these walks. I'm not very good at driving this 3D map, so I'm going to have a go to see if I can show you first of all. There we go. Now let's twizzle all the way around. So you park here, there's a hotel there, and this is quite steep. It's through woods past beautiful waterfalls, and the terrain changes enormously just there. I have completely failed up to now to somehow navigate into that valley. There we go. Let's try going forward on that. Wrong way around again. There we go, there's the lake. It doesn't go halfway up the mountain like it looks there, but it's a nice little lake, and I'll show you some photographs of that in a minute. Up over that ridge there, down into that saddle and up onto the top of Cader. So that's it in 3D, and I'll show you some other bits and pieces in just a moment. I guess it's worth showing you just on a flat map. So this is Minffordd. You can get there from Weybridge easily in 4 hours. I've done it. There is a hotel there, there is a car park there, and this is the steep climb up past the waterfalls out. Then this is flattish, you can go around there. Doesn't really matter how you get from there to there. But when you get to here, when you can see the lake quite clearly, don't walk down too far towards the lake, just keep coming around here, up a fairly steep clamber up onto this ridge, and once you're up on here, there's just a path that you follow. This comes up to quite a high point here, then it goes down into a saddle there, and then up to Cader. And if we look at that on the add to profile, it says that the DTM distance, that means the actual distance you've travelled, the air distance is that distance, but the DTM distance is this distance. So 2.71 miles, call it 2.8, 5.6. It's a bit under 6 miles up and back. And if you're really pushing yourselves, you can probably do 2.5 miles an hour. So 2 hours is 5 miles, so 2.5 hours to do the horizontal distance, and then the ascent, let's call it 3,000 feet to allow for the fact that the ascent is 2.7. Let's call it 3,000 feet to account for the fact that some bits are difficult to come down. That's another 3 hours. So you can probably be up and down in 5 hours. But you can also make a decision at this point whether you want to go to the top or whether you just want to go round the lake and back down again. Right, that's that bit. So here's a photograph of Cwm Kai. This is Susan sitting here, and if you're going to the top of Cader, then you're walking along this ridge up here. Yeah, so you've gone up here somewhere and down. I'll see what pictures I can find you. This is right at the very bottom of the mountain. You cross this bridge on your way from the car park to the path up to the mountain. This is the beginning of the path up through the forest, so you can see that you couldn't exactly lose your way there. More of the same, that's what it's like on the way up through the forest. And this is pretty much what it's like as you begin to break out through the tree line. Here's the end of the tree line. This is the lake from very close to the lake. The path to the top goes up there and down there and on up here. And in this picture, the lake is down in this cloud-filled valley, and where you're going is up there. In this picture, here's Llyn Cai down here, and you will have come up here, and here's the path that you follow up there, and you can see it down here. And we're pretty much at the summit of Cader in this picture. And when you get to see that, you know you've got to the top. This is an indication of what the path looks like. It's marked by these cairns, and just the fact that you can see that it's a path. Down in there is where that lake is, Llyn Cai, and you're going to go up there, down there, and then up to Cader over there. Right, this is the picture I've been searching for. Take this picture with you. When you get, if you can see the lake, then it means you've probably gone along that path because the lake's in there, but you don't want to do that. This is the way up the mountain, and as long as you find that little post, you've walked up here and you see that little post, you can go down there and look at the lake, but you can't get up the mountain from by the lake. You've got to come back and go up there. I'm now using Panoramio, which is pretty good for this sort of thing. So there's the top of Cader Idris, and there's a map showing where this photograph was taken. And this here is the path that you'll be taking. And look, you can see it from satellite, so you can certainly see it from the ground. And you're coming along this ridge here, and we can have a look. And that's absolutely perfect. Here's Llyn Cai. You've come up from here, and then you go up there and along here, and you can see the path. Absolutely see the path perfectly. And if we zoom in here so we can see these pictures a little better, that's that one. There's that one looking off in a different direction. And a style that you've got to go over. There's a lot of these sort of styles. And Llyn Cai is down in there a little bit. See what else I can find. Here's a good picture of Llyn Cai from having climbed up here, and you're going round and up there and down, and that's the top of Cader over there. This is an interesting picture. So here's Llyn Cai again, and if you do the normal walk, you come round here, up here, down there, and then back up over here. You will see people coming down here. Don't do it. That's a technical climb, either down or up. There is a path there, you can see it. It's a technical climb. Even when you get down here, this is moderately technical. I've never done that. I have gone all the way around, and that's not a stroll. Whereas this is a stroll. It's hard work, but it's a stroll. And here's the hotel that's right there by the car park at the foot of the mountain, the Minffordd Hotel. Never stayed there. Clearly their website is not kept terribly up to date, because up here it says the Talachrin Pass is closed. The latest news, that I think was November 13th, 2010. About time they updated that. But there's so that's minffordd.com, and I assume that somewhere on here there's probably a telephone number. You've got Wi-Fi. We have Wi-Fi. Here's their telephone number. It's 01654 761 665. And there's even a postcode there that you can put in your car's sat nav to get you there. So My recommendation would be drive up Thursday evening, so you get here sort of 7 o'clock in the evening or something. You can have supper, stay overnight, and just drive round here to the car park, up and down, and drive home. So that's all I'm going to do for now. I'll put this somewhere so you can see it. Have a look at it, tell me what you think, and if you want to do it, I'll make sure you've got all the maps and so forth that you need.